Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing? Welcome on in. Hi, hi, highs. Happy Mondays. Hello, hello, hello. Is this working? It is working.
Pleased to meet you.
It works.
Late happy birthday, fWhip.
Oh, thank you so very much, my dude. Thank you so much for all the happy birthdays. I really do appreciate it. Had a lovely birthday weekend. We went on a hike on Saturday, and then on Sunday we were just kind of lazy around the house, hung out.
Pleased to meet
made
you.
French toast for
Happy
breakfast.
Late birthday, fWhip.
And then we had
Hope
some
you
friends
have
over
a
for a
good
little
one.
barbecue in
Like
the
the
afternoon. It
stream,
was great. It was a
everyone.
really good time. So it was a nice, slow, chill weekend outside of a hike. But it was a good hike. It was a pretty short one. It was like 5.5 miles round trip. So only a little over 2.5 up and back down. And then we hiked up to a lake and went swimming, and it was pretty cool. So had a good weekend. Congrats on being older. Thank you, Austin. I appreciate that. Red Rabbit, hello. Lulu Goblin, hello. How we doing? Yellow Envelope, hello, hello.
Happy birthday, Linksy B-Day.
Mandolin, thank you so very much for the 1,000 biddies. I really do appreciate that. Also, Lizosaurus, thank you for the 58 months. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Who did I miss over here? Wimzella, thank you for the 48 months. Appreciate you. 4 years. Look at that. Brand new tree. And we got Shan coming in with the 54 months. Thank you so very much. Appreciate you both. Thank you. How old am I now? I'm 32.
Birthday hype.
I know. I'm 32 years young. I'm a spry flipper snapper, and it's all going great. Your birthday's on Thursday. Happy early birthday. Magic Jam, welcome on in. Hi. I'm a youngin', exactly. I'm not Unk yet. No, I don't know. Who cares? Yield Envelope, thank you for the 15 months, my dude. Appreciate you. Derpy, what's going on? Are you gonna put a nice cake table in your Minecraft world and forget about it for another 2 years? No, I didn't stream on my actual birthday, so we can't do that now. That'd be weird. No, if you are 32, I'm almost 33. You're
Happy
so
birthday
old.
from Ohio.
I'm just kidding.
Also, can't believe you forgot to plant a field.
Yeah, I know. I'll make up for it. We'll do 2 fields in the next episode, I promise. Megan, thank you for the dono. I appreciate it. It's okay, Liz. It's okay. We're talking birthdays. 32 years young, best line. Exactly. Hello from the Philippines. Welcome on in. Have you seen the Minecraft website? They're changing the rating like they did before previous large updates. I saw they changed the system requirements. What do you mean they changed the rating? Like the age rating? Or they changed the system requirements? Because the system requirements of Minecraft on Java Edition needed to be changed a long time ago.
I don't think I have been a member for probably like 4 years. Happy birthday, BTW.
Infinity, I appreciate the 6 months, my dude. Thank you so very much. Enjoy the new tree. Mom's calling, gotta go. Heck yeah, go answer that phone. Go talk to your mom. 30s is the new 20s. Yeah, it's the 20s of 10 years ago. It's great. They're never gonna let you live the field miss down. I know, it was kind of, I'll be honest, it was a little bit on purpose. I did forget to like 80% of the way through the video, and then I was rushing to finish it all, and I was like, I'm just gonna farm some comments. I'm just not gonna do it. We're just gonna send it. Just found out they are changing the monetization requirements on YouTube. Thoughts? Yes, I did see that this morning.
Hope you had a wonderful birthday. How's the air up there?
Pleased to meet
Oh,
you.
it's clear today.
Happy
We got the windows
birthday.
open again, so that's been lovely. Fresh air coming in. Magsy with 54 months. Thank you so very much. SJ Red Rabbit with the dono. Thank you so very much. And for the happy birthdays. Yeah. This is I can show y'all. I took a very, very terrible screenshot of it
Train.
this morning.
Birthday? Don't mind me. Hope you had a lovely birthday, fWhip heart.
did. Thank you so much,
birthday, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, that's Minecraft. But yeah, YouTube is changing monetization requirements to enter the partner program. The important point of this that to get into for anybody who cares about this stuff, if you are in it already, they are not removing you, but they're changing it to get partnered with only doing short form content. It previously was 10 million views in the last 90 days, which I always thought was pretty high. And now it's 20 million views in the last 90 days. to stay in the YouTube Shorts partner program, and they're making long form content change from 4,000 hours of watch time to 8,000 hours of watch time. So they're doubling the requirements to get in, which this typically is the part where people struggle to get. Like the 1,000 subscribers, relatively easy, just with time you will hit that number. The 4,000 hours of watch time, that you actually have to start delivering good content in order to hit that. So yeah, that did get announced this morning, and I'll be honest, it's one of those things where it is going to hurt some creators, but the important part of this is coming in February 1st, 2027. If you are already serious about YouTube, you can get that. You can get those 4,000 hours by February 1st next year. They're giving you how many months? What you got? So it's February 1st. Let's just assume that we're already 10 days into August. So let's just throw August out of there. You got September, October, November, December, January. You have 5 months to get 4,000 hours of watch time. And to me, to be honest, this is my YouTube take, because I've been around on YouTube for 10 years now. I don't think 4,000 hours of watch time is hard. There's ways to game the system and get 4,000 hours of watch time very easily, especially in the Minecraft space. To be honest, to get 4,000 hours of watch time, that is one video to pop off. That is one video to pop off. And not even like million view pop off. Like that's just one video that is going to get near 100,000 views. That is a decent length and has high watch retention. So anybody who is serious about the YouTube game more than just doing it for fun will be able to get there. My stat I can show on that to share with y'all, because I'll share this side. This is my last video that just came out last Thursday. And where can I go to show this again? Let's go to here. You can go into here. This is my last video. We have 156,000 views, which is about on par for what I typically had in this time frame. Can I zoom in on this? I can. Aha, I can make it bigger for y'all. That is 36,000 hours of watch time on it for 156,000 views. So the average watch duration on this thing is 14 minutes of a 30-minute video.
fWhipper.
And that included an ad integration where that just absolutely tanked at the bottom. But if you can make 2 videos that get 10 to 20,000 views that have more than 10 minutes of average watch time, you're in. Like, you're fine. And that's the new requirements. The old requirements is literally just one video of that. So I feel like it's for the people who are serious about trying to make YouTube a career. I don't see this as a deterrent. I see this as a deterrent and an unfortunate thing for the people who like the idea of being a YouTuber, but they don't want to actually spend the time to learn how to use the algorithm to be a content creator. So yeah, it's kind of a weird one where it does suck for people who are not going to hit that by February 1st. But if in 5 or 6 months you don't have the ability to like hit that milestone, you hitting that milestone versus not hitting the milestone isn't really going to mean much revenue. Because like in order to get paid out on YouTube, you have to earn $100 for your next month paycheck to come through. And if you're not getting 4,000 hours of watch time in that time frame, because most revenue on YouTube comes from mid-roll ads at this point in time. Like that's the way to earn money on YouTube is sponsorships and mid-roll advertisements and crowdfunding. You obviously get the before ad. Nobody watches the post ad. They all close that down. So it's mostly mid-rolls. That's where a bulk of your ad revenue comes through. The real money in content creation comes through sponsorships. Crowdfunding can also be a huge portion of it. But yeah. So like I don't know. It's a weird one. I feel like it's one where it's What's the current watch time requirement? 4,000 hours. So it is being doubled. The watch time requirement's being doubled. That sucks for quite a few people.
6 fertilized. Paid by settlement from motorcycle accident last year. Keep up the great builds.
Ooh, nice, Jason. Thank you for the 21 months, my dude. Hopefully all the accident recovery went well and everything. I remember you saying that. But thank you so much for the support, my dude. I really appreciate it. So, and good luck on the next steps. That's huge. Yeah, so if you get partnership, these new requirements will not kick you out. The only way to lose partnership is to not post anything on YouTube for a 6-month period. What kind of contribution is premium? So YouTube Premium's a funny one. It's really good for creators. On average, creators earn more from premium viewers that watch their channel than people who watch advertisements. But with premium comes basically 30% of your YouTube premium costs that you do in there gets just spread out between all creators that you watch. So if you watch one person a lot, you're basically giving them like $6 a month. If you watch 100 creators and you live on YouTube with autoplay going constant like that, you're probably going to be doing like 20 30 cents to each creator of the people you watch throughout a month. But when you look at people who just watch the videos every once in a while, the advertisements that you generate off of like one person is not very much, because right now the RPM on YouTube, which is your revenue per milli, which is your revenue per 1,000 viewers, in the Minecraft space typically falls between $6 to $9 in somewhere in that form. So if you think it's 1,000 people, let's just say right now I think it's like $7.20 or something. 1,000 people, you get $7 for that. And so that's like what, 7.2 cents per person, roughly. So that YouTube is very much a game of numbers. The more numbers you have, the bigger the more people watching, the bigger it gets, everything like that. And that changes all the which way. Like that number's shifting like crazy, and it depends how many mid-rolls you have, all that stuff. It's a mess. We can keep ranting about this. Let's play some Minecraft. So today's task, we'll get back into YouTube rants and continue talking about that if y'all got questions. But I want to tear down this rock and these houses on top of it. We are going to level it all down, and then we are going to go through and gather up some new materials and build up a new rock and a new house right here. So we're going to work on this today. I already got the thing planned out. We got it in here ready to go. And it's just going to be occupying this little space. We talked about it on stream on Friday because I'm working towards the gatehouse. Decided that's going to be the next video I want to do. And this house and rock here were very much in the way. I wanted to keep the rock, but I kind of shifted it from coming up this direction to now it comes up in that direction. And it's a mesa rock, and it's looking really cool. So that's going to be what we're going for today. Before we can get into this, I need to go get a shulker or two. We talk about Minecraft ESRB missing from the site. Big announcement soon. I haven't heard anything about that, and I haven't heard anything through the grapevine. So I'm not too sure if it's going to mean anything or not, but who knows? It'd be cool if there's something big coming. YouTube always seemed like such a crazy job to keep up with. YouTube is a job that if you are not playing the game, you will be left behind. Or you have to be so established that it's not possible to be left behind. And in that case, I'm talking like the Mumbos, the Grians, the very, very big name folks that have been around forever, and the Ethos, who are not gaining new audience, they're just holding on to their existing audience. And that's honestly the safest way to do YouTube long term, is if you can just hold an existing audience that just loves watching your content. Reason why I want to come back here is we need to grab a few shulker boxes. I had a question on your Patreon about the world download, so when you're free, please answer that. If you're asking a question about that stuff, if you can just please repost the question itself, I'll try and get to you. But if somebody says, hey, can I ask a question or something like that, something that I can't guarantee I'll see it the next time. We got almost 1,000 people watching right now, so but I'll try and watch for you. Ant-Man, what did you say? Well, I'm sleeping. No, I can't find it. But Sathor, thank you so much for the 5 gift memberships. I really do appreciate you. What is the day count? We're nearing on 14,000. We're on 13,873. Can't fool me. fWhip, you know for sure. No, dude, I haven't been in that circle for a while. I wish. Like 15 years later, and I still watch Etho. Nothing else. Nothing else I did 15 years ago. I still do. Yeah, no, it's true. I think for YouTube, you have to upload regularly for multiple years to get in the safe zone. No, that doesn't even do it. I'll be honest. Uploading regularly can help. I think there's definitely an era or an error around spending time when you upload of making sure, like for me, you all know that if I release a video, it typically comes out on a Thursday. Rarely it'll come out on a Saturday. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. There might be a video on a Saturday coming up sometime soon, and like maybe no video this Thursday, but like there could be a Saturday video coming. I don't know. It could be kind of cool. Anyways, but like y'all, for me, I have a pretty consistent audience of about 150,000 to 200,000 people will watch every hardcore video that I upload. And that's fantastic. I am so thankful for that. I like that for me is insane. Like that's so cool. And so I'm like approaching that safe zone, and it's one of those things where I would say a great example of somebody who has a different YouTube strategy than me, but finds more success than I do in a different way, would be Mog. Mog and I talk about YouTube algorithm-y stuff all the time, and I love Mog's content. He's a fantastic content creator, but he makes content very much for a new audience. All of his videos are and his shorts are very much geared towards growing his subscriber count and getting more people to watch the videos, which is great. Like that's one strategy you can go for. Whereas my videos are very much like they are open to new subscribers, but a lot of my videos and the enjoyment people get from watching my series comes from people who watch it long term. Like you get a lot more reward and payoff for watching the entirety of this hardcore world than if you were to just watch a single one. Each one I hope that you could just pick up and watch and be like, oh, this is a cool world, wow, that's a cool build coming together, wow, okay, that was a fun little bit. But the reality of it is a lot of my content is geared towards rewarding existing viewers, because I find for me that is a much safer bet. If I can keep existing viewers around, that's going to be more consistent revenue, and that hopefully also turns more people into members and wanting to be a part of the live streams and the community and blah 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 blah, and it kind of grows that, and I feel like I've done a pretty good job of it. And then like Mog very much is trying to grow and gain that new audience to it, which is not a bad way to go too. Like we've compared revenue numbers and things like that, and it's been a few months, so I don't know if that was when he was at like 2.5, and we were making roughly the same amount because a lot of his views come from short form, so short form just pays out less, but we were making roughly the same amount of revenue off of what we were doing individually. So it's just different ways of playing the game and seeing what it can do, but getting to that point can be very, very difficult to be at where you're going to be gaining, I guess, or like breaking through it. And a lot of my series, or a lot of my videos are part of series, whereas a lot of his videos, they might all exist within Superflat, but they're very much like, they're not built for the series, they're built for like, look at this cool thing I'm doing in Superflat. So it's just different ways of playing the game. You explain why there's no rain in your world. There was a bug when I updated to a snapshot. Somehow at one point I updated to a snapshot so I could record a video with the new stuff and get it out as quickly as I could when the new update released. So I updated to like the snapshot right before a pre-release came out. I can't remember back when, but somehow that bugged rain in my world, and it took rain from something that was supposed to be happening like in just a few minutes, and the ticks went to 0. Then they started counting negative, 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 where it's basically it's a number that counts down, and when it hits 0 it starts raining again. More or less, that's a simple way of putting it. And that number is supposed to be random, and then mine went negative, so it just never rained. And then finally the game caught it, and that number, instead of going back to being like, oh, 0, we'll just fix it there, Minecraft decided to put the rain number to the max possible tick count in Minecraft. So we're not getting rain for a long time. You still enjoy your world? Is it just your job? No, I really enjoy what I make. Sometimes the grind definitely gets to me. Like I definitely struggle with burnout at some points. I think that's just anything anybody does. No matter how much you love what you do, you can still be burned out by it. And I think that's definitely something I'm trying to be much more aware of. It's kind of why right now I'm really trying to jump around to a lot of different projects, and I want to start experimenting with some one-off videos to kind of take breaks from this world every once in a while. Not because I'm like bored of this and want to be done with it, but just I think I need a little bit of like a fresh take on a few things for a bit. I watched your short, The Mountains was so cool. Why'd you quit that world? Oh, the Building with fWhip world. That was one where I did get burned out on it, to the point where I didn't really want to do it anymore. We played in that world we hit 10,000 days in that world, and we played in it for 5+ years. I think we're just about to hit 6 years right before I quit. And a big part of it for me was that I felt that I had started that Minecraft world when I didn't really know much about Minecraft outside of I used to be a creative builder, but I'd never played in vanilla. I always played with the Conquest Reforged mod, and so it was just something where there's too many things that I felt like when I was looking back on it, being like, there's so many things I wanted to change and redo, and I didn't like how things were structured, and it was just getting generally difficult. And I also started that series when I had less than 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and it turned into one where I thankfully grew so much throughout it, but I got to the point where I think we stopped that just shy of 1 million subscribers, and there was 360 something episodes in the world, and asking people to go back and watch all of that to get caught up on it, especially when the videos were really bad and ancient and just not great quality. I felt like for me, trying to make that next jump as a YouTuber to turn this really into a career that was going to take off instead of a career where I felt at the time I could just kind of manage what I was doing. But I decided that I was like, I'm not really in love with this world right now. I love what the experiences I had in it, but it's not something that kept drawing me back to wanting to play in it. I was really reaching for other things, and just wasn't really having a good time with it. So I decided to say, you know what? Hardcore seems to be the big thing right now. I feel like I'm generally pretty good at this Minecraft thing. Let's give that a try and see how it goes. And then I fell in love with hardcore Minecraft and really had a great time with it. And that got us into the world that we're in now. And my channel, through jumping into the hardcore scene when it was really big, is the reason why I blew up and we're at 1.8 million subscribers now. Been doing YouTube for a while.
Pleased to
At
meet
400
you.
subs, posting
5
count.
months.
This monetization change is devastating me. Dude, you got 5, almost 6 months to make it happen. You can do it. Focus. Don't focus on just posting videos for the sake of posting a video. If you want to be serious about making YouTube happen, go look at the other videos that are popping off on YouTube right now. Go see what is working out there. Go see in whatever niche you are in. If you're a Minecrafter, that's a general niche, but maybe you're a builder, maybe you're a redstoner, maybe you, I don't know. I would say don't expect to pop off in an SMP niche. That's one that SMPs really only work if you are an established creator. But that's a whole different topic. But yeah, I think it's really important to, if you want to be serious about YouTube, you have to act serious about YouTube, and you need to learn how to research the algorithm, research what's doing well. How can you take those ideas that people have that are successful and twist it a little bit so it fits your channel, and then there's success in that. Like there's a lot of ways to game the system, and if you get one video that games the system and pops off and is still authentic to you, you're done. You got your 4,000 hours, you'll get your 1,000 subscribers, and you're locked. Like, you're good. It's a very, also, this is a great time for people who are smaller channels. If you are making those videos that are successful, just literally ask people to subscribe. Say, hey, I want to do this. I need to start making money to be able to continue to make these videos. Would you consider subscribing, because YouTube is changing the thing and making it twice as hard for me to get monetized. So I'd really appreciate if you take the time to support a small creator like me, blah, blah, blah. That people love that stuff, dude. You could ask that and they'll be like, yeah, I got you, homie. What's your reaction when Minecraft drops the new concrete slabs and stairs? Concrete's overrated. Concrete is not this like amazing block that people think it is. I mean, concrete's fine. Like, I'll use brown concrete. I'll use light gray concrete. Maybe a little gray concrete slab and stair here and there. But when it's such a smooth texture, dude, I don't think just slab and stair of it is that good. If they had walls, I would love to talk about that. I'm in, dude. Sorry. But I don't... Wool slabs and stairs, I think, are better than concrete slabs and stairs. My first reaction was, why did we get this and not terracotta slabs and stairs? That literally was my entire reaction when I read it, was why are we getting this and not terracotta? What do you think of Egyptian buildings? Think of Pyramid and the Sphinx? I don't plan to make either of those, but I think they're cool architecture elements that you can definitely get something fun with. Monkey, thank you so much for coming to member me, dude. I really appreciate it. We're at the point now where we can just start chipping away on the outsides here. Black concrete is great for replicating the void. Yeah, and so why do you need slabs and stairs to be able to replicate the void? I feel like you can do that pretty well without a slab or a stair. Oh man, I just broke my grass. So who wants to click the like button? Woo! Help out a little creator like me. What? I've been having a lot of fun working out here. I didn't do too much this weekend because birthday, and I said, you know what, my present to myself is I'm not working. But I've been having a lot of fun messing around with things out here this morning, and I had a little bit, but only because it sounded fun, not because I felt that I needed to. Very different. Get rid of all this, and then once we get all this stuff out of here, then we'll just go do some resource grinding and get everything we need to be able to build this space back up, and it's gonna look super cool. What about a big dog statue kind of laying like the Sphinx? I don't know. I try very hard to not put too much like real world based stuff in it. I mean, again, like I think if you something that you think you want to do in your world, I'd say do it. I think it could look cool as heck. But I just tend to not put a whole lot of things that are inspired or direct like copies of things from real life. I might take some inspiration from things here and there, but for the most part, I like to try and make unique designs for what I'm doing. Also, I just think the pyramids and a Sphinx and everything are so overdone in the content creation sphere on Minecraft. Like, if you think about it, and this is not a knock on anybody, but how many times have you seen content creators live out of a pyramid? I feel like it's definitely a lot more than one. And if you're making a pyramid as a base or something like that, you're only just going to get compared to what those other people are doing. So I try and make the builds I'm working on to be a little bit more unique than that, because I know that a bunch of creators that are just looking for an easy build idea of something to do. Oh, these are birch planks. They're going to take the time to... Or they're not going to take the time to make something unique. They're just going to Be like, oh, a pyramid here could be cool. We might have some things that have pyramidic shapes to them, but I don't want to have like pyramids. You know, if that makes sense.
Pleased to meet you.
Happy belated birthday, my fellow old man.
I'm 32 years young, actually. We've determined that. Thank you. No, I'm kidding. Rabbit, thank you so much for the 28 months. I appreciate you. Thank you, everybody, for the happy birthdays. I appreciate it. Just make sure y'all click the like button. Woohoo! You want a ziggurat? Every time I hear the word ziggurat, I just can't help but think of Warcraft 3. I know it definitely has a lot more connotations to that, but I played so much Warcraft as a kid that there's no way I can not be picturing the Warcraft 3 ziggurat when everybody says the word. Is there gonna be a video Thursday? No, not Thursday, but there will be a video this week. Have you maybe on a Saturday or something? Could be kind of cool. I don't know, I'm just saying. No, I fell. We're dead. Okay, how much of this can we just place around the edges and get rid of it? Perfect. Ah. I don't know what you're talking about, Liz. You're definitely just being a butt. Okay, so we got everything cleared out now. That's fantastic. I think we got everything cleared out. I guess I can put this back here. All right, cool. I forgot that. Cool. Hey, Kiwi, welcome on in. Ooh, we didn't fill it. And this shall fill all of that. Boop, boop. Well, we definitely got all the sandstone we should need for the house. Ready to go now. What do you think about building a wall around this city? That'd be a cool idea, yeah. That'd be pretty cool. No, I can't show that. We need like 540 more likes for that. Can't show that yet. Okay. We need ourselves a decent amount of stuff. Cool. Let's head back home and see what we can go get. Walter, we don't need to do that, bud. Read the rules of the chat, my friends, before you chat. It's your fault for not reading the rules. Okay, we're gonna go back over the overworld because I don't want my resource list to reset. MJR, thank you for the 39 months, man, dude. Appreciate you. Was that not the wall you're working on stream last week? Yeah, but I did a lot more on it. I finished the whole thing. Well, I finished the whole gatehouse. I haven't done the wall itself yet. Lush desert cave. I mean, that could be pretty cool. That could be fun. You're recording this? I mean, I got flashback running, so I'll use some of it. What's the way to stay motivated in your world? I think having through lines between your projects, whether it's a little story you got going on or whether it's just goals that you're working towards that all lead up towards a big thing, I think is fun. And I think balancing the amount of technical things you do in the game versus
I wish I enjoyed the mind part of the game
like pure
more.
building.
It is whittling at my motivation to do the part I actually like, building.
I get you on that, Frenchman. I get you. I don't know. I feel like the mind part for me has turned into something that I now as a content creator value a lot more than I used to. I used to just be like, oh, I just want this done. But now it's for me, it's like brain off time, and I kind of love it for that. We built any onion domes? Not really in the city, no. Maybe a small excavation area could be cool, like a dinosaur skeleton being excavated from the wall, or an old shipwreck. We found our original fossil in this world in, I think, this ravine, or it was in this ravine. It's one of these two, but I've wanted to, I think it is this one, but I've wanted to turn that into an excavation site because we took the fossil and it's currently sitting on the boat right there. You can see the little like U shape. That's the fossil. So I've always thought it'd be kind of cool to complete that story arc and put a desert excavation site here. But it's one where I'm like, well, I already moved the dang thing, so it's kind of weird if I just leave it as is. So we're gonna see. Is there any sand in here I can take? I think put all the sand in there. Okay. Whatever. Teach Minecraft, I show speed. I don't know how to teach somebody speed. I don't really have speed. Love your newest video revisiting uncompleted projects. Also really like the addition of the new trees near your starter house. Yeah, I want to do more of the trees near the starter base. I think it'd be good. One sec. My editor just messaged me. We are going to just fill these guys up. Boop, boop. Did I not have a single shulker of sand in here? Wow. Okay, how much sand do I need? Boop. So we need a stack of sandstone. I need a single piece of cut sandstone, but we'll just bring a whole stack. Smooth sandstone, we need that, and then I'm just gonna take all this. Okay, so sand, I know we literally just put this back in here, but we need 4 stacks of sand. Sandstone we got. Cut. I need that cut sandstone back. Boop. Need 24 of these. We got our smooth sandstone already. I need 16 sandstone stairs. Sandstone slabs we have, and then I need smooth sandstone stairs for some windows or something. I think that's everything I need. Yeah, cool. That's all of our sandstone. I need to figure out where to put all this. That's just gonna go in. Ooh, you know, do I have space? And I have a box in here that's like all sandstone-y stuff. Let's just... That's the one of the stuff I need. Okay. Can I just take a load of this and just plop it in there? Yeah, that'll work. That'll do. Which one goes in here? The one at the bottom. Okay. I don't have space for these torches because that box is full. Oh, we got copper. Where did I get copper torches? Where the heck did I just get 21 copper torches from? Were those in that sandstone box? They might have been in there by mistake. YouTube friends, click the like button if you can. I appreciate it. Have you seen Donut SMP situation? No, I purposely avoid a lot of Minecraft SMP drama because it's pretty dumb usually. But, so I guess, no, I haven't. I didn't even know Donut SMP existed until somebody mentioned in this chat a few weeks ago. I'm gonna put those in there. But I try very hard to stay pretty like out of it for a lot of those things. I don't know. I find that there's always some drama going on the internet. I was listening to the Tommy Innit has that podcast 100 Questions, and he had Lewis from the Yogscast on. And if y'all haven't listened to that one, if you've ever been like a Yogscast fan, it's a really, really good interview. It's really cool hearing Lewis's perspective on a lot of stuff. And he made some comment. I can't remember exactly what he said, but like the idea of it basically was just like, there's always drama everywhere on the internet. Just like you can get sucked up into it and you can really get stuck into it, or you can just like not engage and it'll help out. Like it helps out the mental a lot. And I was like, yeah, I try very hard to stay out of any drama, because I find the more that you poke your head into drama, the more the drama comes to find you too. So you'll never really hear me making statements on other things happening in the worlds of content creation and all that stuff. I'm too unk for that, dude. That's the only area that we're unk. I'm sure that you all would very much agree with me on that one. We need orange terracotta, which I actually have a lot. Brown terracotta, I actually have a lot of this too. Light gray terracotta, I used it all. So we're gonna take that. We're gonna take that. We will just make another stack. We need white. Did you see the Avatar Aang movie? I haven't seen it yet, no. I've been wanting to, though. I think what we need, cinnabar. Just 6 cinnabar. Okay, yeah, I really used a lot of that. Okay. Oh, we need it. We need a little end stone. We need end stone. We just need 5 sulfur. We need half stack of each. Okay. Craft that into some bricks. Grab ourselves a little bit of end stone. Oh, I forgot to get no, dirt. You can go get a little bit of dirt. You see the new Spider-Man movie? No, I haven't. I'm kind of over Marvel, I'll be honest. I like Tom Holland, so like I'm interested in seeing Spider-Man movie, but like Marvel in general just has lost me. After Endgame, I don't think I've seen a single Marvel TV show or movie that I was like, oh my god, they're so back. I love it. Everything else has very much been just like well, I guess this is happening. It just feels like they just are like milking something that just could have been left at its peak so long ago. Listed out as such a chaotic mess of blocks, but when joined together for the build, it looks so great. Building is awesome. Yeah, I do like to build a little. I used to be the hoster in SMP back in the days, though, and having to deal with the drama as the main admin kind of sucked. Oh, yeah, no, I hate even content creator servers. I'm very, very lucky to say that almost every single server I have had to manage has been top tier people. Like, we've never had any major incidents, but also a lot of, actually, that's a lie now. But up until Misadventures, we never had any major incidents. And then we bring somebody new in and we have incidents. This is why you don't ever get new friends. You just hold on to your current friends and you never let them go anywhere. And if they leave you, you yell at them. What? But up until Misadventures, I was hidden pretty well and always good stuff. How much jungle do we have over here before I craft any new? But anyways, yeah, no, I very much avoid dramas, especially in the Minecraft space, as much as I can. Not that the Minecraft space is any worse than any other spaces. It's just kind of is what it is on the internet. People are always gonna, there is some stuff that is very real drama that does need to be addressed and all that, but I feel like a lot of the drama that gets like addressed and exploded and all that is just like, if two people just had a conversation, a lot of it could probably be avoided. But conversation on the internet, impossible. Boop, 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 boop. No new friends. Just don't let old friends leave. Yeah, exactly. And if they try and leave, you lock them in the house so they can't leave you. What's your favorite Pokemon game? I'm not a huge Pokemon fan, but I would say my favorites that I played as a kid when I was really into it was I really loved Ruby and Sapphire. I never played Emerald until later, and I know Emerald was that same era, I believe, but I really, really loved Sapphire as a kid. Let's just do a little, can I just... Dun, 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 dun. Yay! So much easier. Kind of personal, is something happened between you and Sausage? No, Sausage is a great dude. The only thing that I would say happened is I just don't engage in SMPs as much anymore, and Sausage absolutely loves jumping into the lore and all of that on SMPs. And he's very much joined in with like the live stream SMP group, like the POW creation stuff. It's just not something that I really enjoy making content off of. So absolutely love him. I still chat with him every once in a while and catching up with him. Great human. Never had an issue with him. But the only, I guess, quote issue would be that our content styles have drifted apart for the ways that we like to make content. And so it makes it harder to engage with each other when our audiences have drifted apart so much, I guess. Is like the simplest way of putting it. Thomas, if you want to find my mods and all that, you can join the Discord. They're all linked in there. Okay, we're gonna run down here where we have our new little setup, and we can get ourselves some dry bushes, because we made this. It's out of bone meal. Aha! I don't need to run it anyways, because it's all ready to go in here. I can push this off for future fWhip even longer. Oh, I'm kidding. I'll do it. Fine. Well, now I look dumb because these are already full. These are already full too. Oh, just go in there. I use shaders because Minecraft doesn't need shaders to look good. Oh, actually, no, I do actually need bone blocks, so we can get that back out of there real quick. I think shaders in Minecraft look nice for screenshots. I actually really don't enjoy playing with shaders in Minecraft. I find playing with shaders takes away a lot of the depth that I create with builds that I do. And this is very much like a me thing, probably. And I do not mean this as a jab towards anybody watching right now or listening right now. But to me, it is easier to make a good build with shaders. That's just flat out is what it is. It's with shaders turned on, it's easier to make a meh build look like a good build. But if you want to really get into it from the true artistry levels of everything, which is why I play this game, because, you know, I just show amazing and really cool, and yeah, it's definitely, I'm just super cool. Anyways, but like for me, I find that I can express more of what I want to do, and I can control the situation more with how I want to create something by not playing with shaders, because I can put the artificial shadows where I want on things instead of leaving it up to the Minecraft system to do it for me, you know? So I very much prefer when I'm playing Minecraft to have that level of control. Hades, you're in luck. There is a job opening for a sewer alligator, but you do have to stay in the sewers all the time. No confirmation if food will ever drift through. You just got to catch what's in there that comes through, you know? Yeah, I just like the control of not playing with shaders. And I think a lot of the people who like really benefit from shaders are the people who very much play like the very like kawaii Minecrafty texture packs, like Catherine, or Lizzie or them. And that's not like a knock on them at all. I think it very much fits for the branding and everything they're going for, of that very, very high saturation, high vibrancy. Just for me, I like those darker shadows. I like to be able to play with those darker environments, and I don't know. I think, to me, no shaders actually looks better. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff in here. Wow. Man, time to forget about it again. Last thing I want before we get moving is a few of these cactus flowers. Gonna harvest the whole cactus, because otherwise we could lose the flower. You know what I should do though? Just replant the cactus so it grows new, and we maybe get new flower. All right, I only need 3. That's 4. We're good to go. Indeed, does take time to place things in the right spot, decorating, positioning, or keep. Or it's definitely a form of art. No, I have zero doubt in my brain that there is no hesitancy for me in calling Minecraft an art form, and that's not even just like me trying to toot my own horn or anything like that. Like, there are people who are absolute artists when it comes to Minecraft. Let me show you one that I saw recently. Where is it? Somebody posted it a while ago. This. It's by somebody named Quackle. I don't know if y'all saw this. They released it over the weekend, I think it was. But look at this. This is Minecraft. Somebody made that in Minecraft. Isn't that insane? And here's the extra cool part about it. That's the side view. Like, isn't that so cool? Like, you can't tell me that's not art. There's a frame around it and everything. That is art. And then it's all perspective. Like, that's what it is in the background. Like, it's so cool. Like, this is creative builders to the max. Like, this is different than how I play the game, but I am so impressed by it. It's like that person who made that crazy perspective build a long time ago. I found it on Pinterest again recently. See if it'll pop up again. Yeah, this guy. This one. This is all purely a perspective build. If you change any angle that you're looking at it for here, is none of this lines up. This is all like crazy, like depth perspective. I don't know where the video is to be able to show
Hello.
like this. They did like this today? And then they like transition to the side, and it just mind blowing, dude. But it's so cool. Anyways. That's my proof that Minecraft art form. Do you think you can reach bakery building level? First Sly, thank you for the 30 months. I'm doing pretty well today. Thank you. Mason, thank you for the 18 months. I appreciate you. Thank you. So the way the bakery builders build is for creative Minecraft. I build for survival Minecraft, and what that means is there's a lot of tools that they have access to that I don't have access to. They don't need to worry about resource gathering. I have to go collect every block that I want to use in my build. It's a different ball field. Like, it's a different, like, it's like, it is Minecraft, but it's different art forms, different ways of expressing it. And this isn't something that I would say as like I'm better than them or anything like that. But I think if I were to get back into the creative community, because if y'all didn't know, I actually started as a creative Minecrafter for many years before I jumped into here. I have zero doubt that it would take me a little while, but I think I could get back up there into like one of the top builders in that side. It's just I don't have desire to, because I love playing survival, and I'd much rather focus on my survival builds and making these as cool as I can, because it becomes something that I feel more attached to. The reason why I stopped as a creative builder is I felt more like I was making pieces that I then set aside and I no longer revisited. Whereas I find when I build in survival, y'all know that me, like, I build to build worlds. I build worlds to exist in and explore and be able to bring life into, as something that we can wander around and see the story of how it all interacts together and creating that world in itself. And I don't think you can really do that as well in creative, or at least something that you do. There's a lot of time spent, like this little rock here that we're working on now. I've walked by this thing in here in survival for 2 years, and now I'm finally like, all right, let's do it. It's time to do this thing. Can you show your river? This river? It is river. There's sugarcane. There's salmon. There's boat. Little windmill turbine-y things to pull water out. Got a bridge. Got some pitcher pods. Got some grass. Some azalea. Some mangrove root. We got some dry grass behind. Pretty sure there's some ferns in here somewhere too. Some birch trees. Oh, I'm in the water. I always wanted to be a fantasy author growing up. Minecraft in some ways scratched the same itch for me. Yeah, Soaring Turtles, I kind of agree with you on that one. At least from my side. Okay. We are going to jump into working on the rock. Let's grab all of these guys because we're gonna need all of them. Grab all of that. Grab all of our jungle. Where's the rest of my jungle? Did I not get all the jungle? No, I did right there. I'll leave those here. Oh, you know, I never put torches in, or put anything inside to stop this from being spawn proof or mob spawning. I don't need a grumbling rock. Yeah, we're just gonna run around and get this rock in real quick. Nice, okay. Do you have any plan to get the Notch armor? One, I don't think we should be calling it Notch armor because Notch is not a good person. Two, no. If I wanted to get that type of armor, why not just play in peaceful mode? I find getting those like busted armors that make you nearly unkillable because you have protection of every single level on every single thing. And also, how many YouTubers are posting that video right now? Like, I've seen SB post it. I've seen a few other hardcore Minecraft YouTubers post it. Like, one person finds this thing about how to hack in and get these really big armors through an exploit.
I
know everybody's
personally
doing
would
it.
love hollyhocks or bushy ferns.
I would love a bigger bush for like something to place around in the world. I think that could be really cool. A bushy fern would be fun. But we kind of have... I feel like I want that, and I want more too tall flower options. Too tall, like, flower and plant options, I think is what we knew. What did Notch do? Oh, we're not getting it. You can Google's that if you would like to, but he's a pretty terrible guy. So, y'all can go Google that stuff yourself, but he ain't this magic savior person that all the old Minecraft fans think he is. Wumba did it ages ago. Yeah, well, I still think it's like you're playing a different game than I'm playing at that point. Like if you're going to get those armors and things, like great, have fun with it. But for me, that's the same thing. Granted, I have a mob switch in the Nether now, so I really can't be talking too much. But it's the same thing to me. Like I don't see the point in it. I don't see the point in playing hardcore Minecraft when you take away every single thing that can kill you. Again, no hate towards those people, but like SB as an example, I know he does all that stuff because it's clickbaity as heck. But I know for a fact he has a mob switch, and he has the God armor now. I saw his video posting that. I'm pretty sure he also had God armor before, but now figured out some way to make it even better. And yeah, it's got a warden switch that he turns on, so wardens can't even spawn. Like, at that point, what's the challenge of the game? Like, what is the draw to want to play hardcore Minecraft? Versus, at that point, if you go play peaceful Minecraft, you actually would have a bigger challenge than if you played hardcore Minecraft. And that just doesn't... I don't get it. I just... Outside of getting a clickbaity YouTube video, I feel like that separates the people who are doing hardcore because it was popular from the people who are doing hardcore because they want to play in hardcore Minecraft. Like that's my honest take on getting the God armors and those things. Bars, thank you for the birthdays. Hope you're doing well, my dude. Welcome on in. Seth, thank you so much for the 14 months. I am half a stack gold now. Oh god. Oh no. So Bars, are you getting your God armor? Did we miss any? I know we need that grass down there, but missed that. I got a neat idea. You could bring more life in your world if you haven't done it already. What about a magical traveling circus that drives around and entertains people? I've wanted to set up like a jousting arena, so not really a magical circus, but like a traveling like tournament vibe. I've wanted to set up something like that for a while. I was originally gonna do it. I originally had this space up here north of the university to do it, but I feel like the Y level is too high that it would get really big all of a sudden and like look like the same scale of university. So I've kind of moved to save it for a future project instead.
Keep it real.
I cast Flames of Retribution. Also happy birthday cake emoji.
Hey, Withering Flames, thank you for the donut, dude. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, what else do I need? I think we can put all this stuff back, to be honest. Grab a birch and the sandstone stairs and just throw that in real quick. Oh, that's all supposed to be sand? Wow, good job, me. Oh, that's smooth sand. Bad job, me. It's fine. We'll deal with it. However long you've been playing in this world, we are November is gonna be 5 years
Pleased to
since we
meet
started
you.
this world, which is kind of crazy. Frizia, thank you for the 19 months. Appreciate you. Thank you. Hope you're doing well today. Okay, the sandstone stairs are here so that we can get the bottom texture, because you can flip them upside down and you can get that instead of the only on the side of sandstone. So we have that, which looks pretty sick. Which I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so it's the only way
Pleased to meet you.
to get the full
Happy birthday
without
from
like
a
that
lurker.
little like lip thing on top of it. Rhino, thank you for the 7 months, dude. Appreciate you. All good. Enjoy the lurk. Been so long since being able to catch a live. Welcome. Let's grab that. We're gonna need all of these. I don't know if I need that. We'll leave it off to the side. You're planning on doing other desert monuments than the big seed temple? I feel like a ziggurat with a fWhip spin could rock. Haven't really planned on anything yet. So I'm not too sure. Oak and oak are done. I need this to be able to throw that light in. Just slap him down.
Keep it real.
If you had to add something to Minecraft, what would you add? Also, what number cycle did you reach today?
I turned 32 yesterday, so 32 in a day. If I had to add a thing to Minecraft, I feel like I've really been wanting birds recently. Or if I could add any mob to Minecraft, I really want them to add a yak. A yak or a bison. I don't know when it happened, but I feel like for the last few years, I've just thought those are the coolest animals ever. and I feel like they could come into Minecraft with like a really, really cool pack animal state to them that could be really unique. And like different
Pleased to
from
meet you.
the other
Happy
pack
Monday,
animals that
folk.
we have in
Got my
Minecraft.
field plowed for the fall and now get to relax with y'all peeps.
Longhorn, thank you for the 65 months, my dude. What are we planting? Actually, you don't have to answer that. I'm sure it's worky stuff. Yeah, I feel like a yak or a bison or an ox or something for Minecraft could be really cool. A moose? I think a moose could be cool, but I would prefer to have a deer in Minecraft over a moose, I think. And that's not like hating on a moose or anything. Like, don't worry if there's any Canadians in here. Respect the moose. +1 for the meeson. But I just feel like I would prefer to have a deer or something that just like walks through a forest, where I feel like moose, those things are big. Like those are some big boys. So I feel like I'd be... Did I get that? I did. Okay. I don't know. Moose are so scary. Yeah, I feel like it wouldn't really match Mojang's goals recently to try and add only real life animals seem to be coming without like any... They seem to be coming for like a reason to protect them, which is great. Like I'm all for conservation efforts, and I love that Mojang makes that a part of their game. But I feel like you couldn't do that in the same way that like they haven't added a bear or anything along those lines, probably because would be seen as something aggressive. And then they don't really want players fighting them, but probably also wouldn't want players running up to them and being like, oh my God, I'm going to go cuddle with this really, really cuddly grizzly bear. Like, you don't want to teach that habit to kids who are going to make that connection. But I also do think Minecraft is a little like too aware of that, of treating this very much as close to real life as they can. So I feel like adding a moose probably wouldn't happen because those things are scary. You don't want to get caught near a moose. That's like, you want to be as far away as you can. Polar bears were added way before Minecraft was caring about those types of things. Polar bears were a notch ad back in the day, I believe. Or maybe like an early Jeb. Or Dinnerbone or somebody like that. I don't remember. Missing 3 terracotta. Apparently. Apparently. Where am I missing terracotta? Hello? I think I am. Over there. Nope. Oh,
More
yeah, I covered
verbs
him.
and happy birthday.
Burp, thank you so much for the biddies. I appreciate you. Thank you. Oh, I did find, I think he's still here. My villager that was managing the carrot field over there. Yeah, he's here now. So he's supposed to be in here. Actually, I don't know. Did the one in the field itself die too? No, he's still chilling. I think our tater field guy is still chilling. I think he's still doing his thing. I was so happy that these fields worked as like auto villager farms. That was so fun to be able to get them working. This one definitely... Oh, he's still alive. Wow, he's still here. That's amazing. Hi, buddy. You gonna throw him some taters? No? No taters. Let's hoe this, because I now have the texture pack on. Or the texture pack, the mod that makes it so that they can't trample their own farmland. And that'll keep him extra safe, just because I think he's probably dealing with a few mobs spawning in here, hence the Iron Golem. See if he wanders his way out here to plant all these in. I thought these were the coolest borders for fields. The fact that they're actually villager proof. I want to do more like this eventually. It was really, really fun. That just, there's no water source there? No, there's not. Okay, whatever. If he wants to get down there and plant this, he's welcome. Could Golem stomp the crops? No, I have a mod that just stops all crop trample from happening. Because I got tired of my fields that I spend hours upon hours planting being just completely turned into dirt and all the crops are broken. So I have a mod that makes it so that can't happen. More blocks to plant. Yeah, he's gonna love life. Can I put this all into a single box? Well, that doesn't need to be in there. Thanks, cat. Appreciate it. What is one biome you would add to Minecraft? I don't know if I would add a new biome to Minecraft. I just want to see the current Minecraft biomes expanded upon. Did we like that? Not expanded upon, but like enhanced, I guess. So I wouldn't take a new biome per se right now, but granted, I really think the poplar forest is going to fit well. So I'm not going to be upset about a new biome, but I would love for them to go back and do all the biome updates that they said they were going to do back in the day that just have not made it in yet. We're missing a dead bush, right? I am missing a dead bush. Where's my dead bush go? Hello, dead bush. Where art thou, dead bush? I'm not seeing it. Oh well. This place is right down in here. Right there. That works. Sweet. There we go. Is this spawn bowl up? No, it's spawn proof. Nice. What do you think about increasing stack size to 100, 128, or even more than that? Stack sizes doesn't matter in Minecraft all that much. It does, but stack sizes is not the inventory issue. The inventory issue that we have in Minecraft right now is how many different types of blocks exist in the game. So increasing stack size could help because you could condense all of your sand. Like instead of 8 stacks of sand, you'd have 4 stacks of sand if you made 128, or even 256, you'd only have 2 stacks of sand. But the big problem is that these boxes in this inventory needs to be able to hold more types of things. They need to have some way of managing that better. But I'll tell y'all what, I need to go run to the restroom real quick and I'll be right back with y'all. So enjoy the music. 1 minute. Okay, I'm back. I apologize. I left y'all for like 2 minutes. I'm so sorry. Okay, now what do we do? I haven't really figured out stream past this moment here, but let me finish this. Cinnabar actually looks pretty good right there. Now what do we do? Actually, I kind of planned this thing out and I never really went back to look at it. Does it even look good? Wow. Yeah, that does look decent. My thought is I want to take... I think I did a much better job on the shaping here. But it's also much larger. So I wanted to basically make like a single rock that just had the erosion on the side where the river would have washed away. But I want to take more stuff like this and bring it in over there. Or bring it in throughout. I'll be honest, I'm pretty sure I very lazily did this with just a super sphere and axiom and then did a little hand texturing on it. Many rock together will eventually lead to the landscape. Amen, Hades. Amen. How long did it take you to get comfortable with Axiom? I've got a decent amount of experience with 3D modeling softwares before Axiom existed, so the transition for me wasn't too tough, but I would say a month or two and spending some time actually watching videos that people made to be able to see what's going on. Ash's Den has a really good tutorial. It's probably outdated by now, but a lot of the original stuff lasts fairly well in it. So you can look into that. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I kind of want to jump into creative and figure out the wall. So we're gonna jump over. I think the river is over lushy. I mean, it's on. That's very much intentional. That's very much on purpose to over lushify it. Yeah. So I've been working on this a little bit here. If you were here on Friday's live stream, you saw this start to come together. I did end up finishing the entirety of the gatehouse. We got our little mosaic floor here as you walk into the city. I did a lot of the regular tuff and regular diorite, so it looks very crumbled. I threw in this big old glazed terracotta thing up here. Potent sulfur actually works kind of well when matching with yellow glazed terracotta. I like how that came in. I actually never tested regular sulfur instead of potent. I think the potent is a much more vibrant yellow, so it could... Yeah, the potent looks better. But that maybe, honestly, a little darker. Yeah, we'll do that. That works. Yeah, so I've been messing around out here doing a little bit of stuff and things, and we've finished this guy. He's ready to go. What I want to work on now, though, is we need to get the wall in. And I did, I'm so sorry from last episode. I planned out 2 fields. So you're welcome. We'll do a bonus one because I forgot last time. So I'm just making up for it. Anyways, I think I want to mainly make the wall out of sandstone. I've thought about maybe using some mud or something, but I'm kind of leaning against it. What happened to all my sandstone-y stuff? I guess this will work. I'm gonna regret having done that before I built in the wall decorations.
Pleased to meet you.
But that's fine. We will manage. I think just some sandstone here could look pretty cool. Shame. Okay, Blocky, where's your boat? Huh? Tyga the Dragon, thanks so much for becoming a Twitch sub. Appreciate you. The dessert needs a pyramid-like temple. No, this is a desert, not a dessert. Very different. But your dessert could have a pyramid temple if you want. I don't have a dessert build right now. I'm only making a desert. I did come down here and added a lot of sulfur towards the base of this, and I was kind of thinking about this whole like bottom section here was probably sulfury toned. When you really originally said you wanted to walk here, I was hoping for like a Theodosian walls of Constantinople vibe, but you know, this is kind of in that territory, so yay. I feel like I'm getting Age of Empires 2 like Byzantine, which I think is fairly similar architecture to Constantinople, at least for like the gatehouse. We got to figure out the wall. I don't know what I want to do on the tops of the walls yet. I'm kind of thinking that red line stays consistent. I feel like the red could be really cool going along, but we'll see. I guess I probably want to bring this. No, we're breaking it by hand because otherwise it'll turn all air blocky and gross. Because in here, yeah, I just did sulfur walls. I'm pretty sure the base of this, like we were turning into mud or dirt or something. I can't remember. We'll just do that for now. Because then we have that carved out section. Red could be fire. No. Fire is typically like an orangey yellow, but like we'll try red. No, not sulfur. Cinnabar. My cinnamon roll. Because we could... I don't know why this seems kind of cool to me. Or it's like this. I kind of want to figure out how we can get both. Like, would it look dumb if we just came on the back of all this?
Pleased to meet
Makes
you.
it a little bit
14
skinnier.
is the new lucky number. Question? Happy to be member, good sir. Many more months to gladly add to this number and then some. Cheers to more.
Hey Bart, thank you for the 14 months, man, dude. I really appreciate it. Thank you. We rewatched Project Hail Mary over the weekend, and the question, like, Rocky, are you gonna texture the yellow concrete? Nah, we're leaving it bright yellow. Yeah, no. If you ever see anything that I make that it's just a giant blob of a concrete or something, it's all just waiting to be textured. If I do this, that drops it. Ooh.
Pleased to meet you.
Happy birthday. Everyone throw a like to your fWhipper_fWhip evil.
Illiterity, and thank you for the 31 months, my dude. I really appreciate it. It's cool, but not a huge change. Yeah. This is where a cushion would be so nice. But I don't think this is... It's not worth the mangrove. That's our deciding factor. Is it or is it not worth spending the mangrove? Oh, that's extrude. I thought I was on stack. Ah. Why is there Endermans here? Ah. I'm breaking everything! So it's these two that need to just go along.
Happy birthday fWhip heart fWhip.
Phantom Well, thank you for the biddies, my dude. I appreciate you. Do you have continuity? I do, but I don't use it for sandstone or glass.
Happy birthday. Age is just a number, but your lower back weakens every year. Oops, a whoopee. So
does my hearing, but I don't know if that's due to me getting older. No, probably it definitely is. Bart, thank you for the donut, though. I appreciate it. We definitely have like a few little spots in here that are a little bit more in that shade. This I actually want to turn to dirt. Very simple. Not in love with it yet. We might have to darken it a little bit more. Just by adding in some more of the heavy texturing that we used out here. Or we can even lighten some sections. Like we'd have a little bit of our bone like in here. That helps, I think. Yeah, I like that. Okay. I was abroad last fall in Rome, and for the road leading up to the gate, if you model it similar to the Janiculum Hill, could look great. I'll have to look that up. Mangrove slabs over the signs. That could kind of work. Or you mean mangrove signs over the slabs, I think is what. Don't exit the game. Oh, I thought it would make it so I didn't have to type each time. I like that it raises it just ever so slightly. Yeah, I think that helps. Yeah. Yeah, we like it. I think the other problem is currently there's not really any shading down here to the walls, which is a lot in part due to having that strip of the sulfur brick. But a lot of the... Oh, dang it. Shading I've been doing around here has been using sulfur as like a darker shadow. So if we can figure out a way to get a little bit more of that thrown in here, I think that could help. We also need to figure out the tower. That's just kind of like a rough shape of it in here, but we'll see. That gate is sick. I'm really happy with how it came together. Oh, we can also add some highlights to the walls with our end stone brick. What if instead of this, we actually make these front posts that are sticking off? You make these a little bit brighter. Ah. Now we're thinking with portals. And then out here we can also have, this would probably be like very much washed on this corner here. A little bit like that. And it can kind of come out over here. Yeah, that helps. Okay, I like that more. Tried to say path 2. Big fan of you continuing the red trim. Do you need to add it to any pre-existing buildings? We're not going to change any of the pre-existing ones, but we did add a few elements in here. I think that it shows like just different ages of when we built the city, and I'm okay with that. I like that vibe in my Minecraft world of being able to see kind of something that I made before, and now we can see something that we made now, and then we can kind of see how it all comes together. Like I really like that. In theory, I'm kind of thinking that we need like a staircase to come back down into here. I want to see what that would look like if we just did like bam, 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 and then we do like a... Just something like that to get back around here. I think it'd be kind of cool. And we could have another one coming up over on this side. Honestly, just right along this tree. And that one, because it's not as tall, can just be the single. Easy peasy. I just started my own hardcore world. I just found a god apple. Nice. Make sure you actually use it if you're about to die. Spooter. Yeah, we got spooters. You know what I did do up here? I had a few of these on the corners that were mangrove instead. And it just gives this nice little color variety to it. It's very subtle, but they're just slightly darker. I think just for a little bit of fun variation to the whole thing, I think it's kind of cool.
Pleased to meet you.
Gems fan, thank you so much for coming to Twitch sub. Appreciate you. We got fWhip's fan coming up next, right? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We love Gem. What do you use to have more variant flowers? It's my texture pack.
Cha-ching!
I done made it myself. Bart, thank you for the gift membership, my dude. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sorry, there's some of these spots in here just not looking thick enough. Yeah, that looks better. Because birthday. Hey, I'll take it. Thank you. I appreciate you. Give us palm tree tutorial. Step 1 to palm tree. Birch leaf. Step 2 to palm tree. Tough wall. Actually, honestly, let's try and make one out of cinnabar real quick. I'm kind of curious. I feel like it could actually work out pretty well. You want palm tree tutorial? You get palm tree tutorial. Let's go here. Let's just use our light gray stained glass. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's see what we can come up with. I could use more palm tree designs. Palm tree tutorial is a grr. We're gonna go up by 3 blocks, maybe 5 blocks there, and then we're gonna move it over by 1, come up another 4 blocks, then we're gonna move over another 1, come up another 4 blocks, then you can go 1, 2, 3, and I think that's about a decent height for a palm tree. The way to connect them together, you can either use full blocks, or I like to make them look super skinny on their connections. You can just do something like that. Works out fairly well, in my opinion. And then from here, you kind of want to create this little like flesh shape around your tree.
Happy belated birthday. Look at my
and
new
like
tree.
full 3D like
emoji.
Super small Minecraft circle-y thing. You can get like that. Looks pretty decent. And then I like to cover it too. And honestly, we're just gonna bring them all up by 1 here. And then you want to start figuring out where your fronds are gonna go. I typically do like something like this. We'll start here. So we have our 9 fronds coming off, the big main ones. And we can also have some little ones that are going to come out the top. So you got a little bit of something like that. You're going to kind of palm tree shaping here. And then literally all you do off of these guys is that you just extend them out sideways. And I like to do something like this where you either have it coming out a 1, a 2, and a 1, or you can just kind of step over by a 1. You can also do this as a 1 and maybe there, and that can work. That guy's a little too much, so we're actually just going to do that. That guy can kind of come down. This guy can kind of be like a weird angle there. You literally just step him around this way and just send some straight lines. Palm tree fronds typically are hanging down, so you just kind of want to copy that. And you also want to make sure they don't all end at the same level, because then it looks very artificial. Maybe that one's just like sticking out here. Just some different shapes, you know. You can have another one that's like up there. It's kind of wonky looking, but that more or less is a palm tree. When you look at it from far away, it looks like a big old palm tree. There you go. Palm tree tutorial completed. We have palm treed. Might actually take this guy. Boom, boom, boom. He's okay. He's not my favorite, but he'll work. I like this one a lot more, where it's got a lot more of these, like, very much rounded stuffs going off of it. So that would also be like a... I kind of just like have some coming up, out. Young ones maybe are sticking up top. Yeah, it's kind of balancing it out a little bit better. Looks decent. Like the cinnabar stem. Yeah, I think the cinnabar stem actually works out fairly well. I do think the glass, just to pull it out ever so slightly on the shape, is important to it. It's unfortunate that the light gray glass is like the best we have in here. Otherwise it shows up too much. But when you get back here, from this distance, that looks like a palm tree to me. Not all palm trees have to be perfect. So, yeah, I think it was a decent. Honestly, I'll save this guy. Why not? Let's go here. Axiom. Boop, 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 boop. Woohoo! And then you're gonna come up by 1. Enter. Control C, Control P. What do I name these things? Oh, we're like way... No, I need to redo that. There we go. Oh, I have dead bushes in it. Ugh. I don't want to copy my dead bushes. I need to bring this in a little. Oh, that side there is a little flat. Let's, before we save this, let's have... I don't know. That can come out. Why not? Give me a little bit of like an overgrown one. What I call the palm trees. Let's see. Tree, palm, birch, medium. 1. Cool. Add a tree. Do I have a palm tag? I do have a palm. And then I'll also add birch. And then I'll add medium. So I can change our little photo to be like there. And then I'll go save this guy real quick. Y'all don't see this, but there's a file save window popped up. Where do I save these guys in? Config.
Pleased to meet you.
Yay. Purple tree.
Axiom, blueprints. Save. Who is that? Who purple treed? Dasks, thank you so much for the 2 years, my dude. I really appreciate it. When you play in your single player world, fWhip, do you somehow by mistake open the Axiom menu, or is that not possible to do? No, it's because I'm in hardcore, cheats aren't enabled, so I can't open Axiom. But also, I believe it only happens if you're in survival. Okay, so he's gone, but we have him back. Whee! Would he look decent over here? I don't know if I want him like in front of the gate of the city, but like, I don't know. We did just make him, so I feel like I could put him in like right over here, maybe. Like a little guy. I mean, I gotta redo this whole rock here, so it really doesn't matter. But look at that. We palm treed. Is the purper just a placeholder? Yes. Yeah, the purper we'll deal with after we get... honestly, I kind of want to deal with it now. So the way that we're managing the purper is we're using red mushroom block in here, but we have to come back on top of it and do that to get rid of all of it. So that's a pain in the butt. So I think we just do it all by hand real quick. We got that. We got that. I'm just using birch planks because there's no lighting glitch. The way I was doing the path here is very much these like streaky bits coming in. And I think we can also start to incorporate a little bit of our dirt and our mud that we have out here. And then we can also throw in a little bit of oak probably to help with the transition elements to it. Do that, get rid of here. So as we start to get closer, we'll just let it start to get a little bit like the landscapes are, the roads are mixing a touch more because this is going to be full on the other side with that. So I don't really want to have a whole lot. Maybe no dirt here. Maybe we just do a little teeny tiny bit of mud. We mostly rely on the oak to be pulling that weight. The transition. problem is that it does look very, very similar to the wall. So we gotta keep our mind in for that one. I'm gonna copy this and grab that guy for the edges so we can paste a little of our sandstone upside down stair action so it looks a little bit like we have like a dithering going in from the sand coming back in. I think it looks really nice. I kind of wish I did it more throughout a lot of the region, but we haven't yet, so maybe it's just something we got to come back and do more of.
Pleased to meet you.
What's up, my man? Haven't caught a stream in a bit. Random question, what is an artist you've been listening to recently? Maybe for the first time?
Pepe America, thank you for the
Argentina.
41 months as a super fan, my dude. I really appreciate it. Artists I've been listening to recently. Who have I been listening to recently? What's my Spotify show as my recents? Is there recents? I feel like I've been listening to Empire of the Sun a lot recently. They've been on a lot of my playlists. They're very much like electronic. Yeah, I would say probably them. Outside of that, I've just been listening to a lot of like old. I trade off between electronic and old rock. Yeah, sorry, no watch time command. People abused it too much. I saw your most recent video. I thought you had went back on what you had said to answer my question of will you ever go back and redo old builds? No, I just go back and finish them. I don't redo them. I mean, we can update a few things here and there, but yeah, I don't plan to like fully redo many things often if I can help it. Let's see, can we just go to here? Maybe a little bit of this. I think over here, this can very much go towards our oak. And then into our mud. Yeah, I think this is packed mud. And a little bit of mud brick will look much better than... It's not old rock if it's 30 years young. True. True. I mean, I'm going like 70s, 80s rock, you know. I feel like that might qualify for the ye olden rock and rollin' days. Let's just copy this here and just do that. Yep, that'll work.
Pleased to meet you.
Stream equals liked. Happy birthday.
Arcane Gaming, thank you for the 23 months and for liking the stream. We're at 870 likes right now. We're getting close to 1,000. Wow. Don't let your dreams be memes, y'all. Anything's possible. Gonna do that all the sandstone there because I don't want to deal with having to fix the mushroom stuff. The mushroom block does look really good though. We'll just need to come back in and texture. So much texture. Promise, just give a second. It'll look good, I swear. Oh, man. All right. Isn't this road so nice? Isn't it so good? You ever make a mud converter? I have one, and for some reason I can't get it to work well. And I prefer just to go out to a mangrove swamp, chop all my mud, and come back and be done with it. Instead of go chop all my dirt and then come back and sit at the converter to change my dirt into mud. You use twice as much shovel durability, and you have to sit there doing mind-numbingly stuff, staring at a thing as you hold right-click. And I prefer to play the game instead of AFK as much as I can, so I tend to avoid a lot of that, I guess. Okay. I can't use Control-C on the mushroom block state. You want to do that instead of manual? Yes, but the reason why I'm doing it this way is because this will update that texture right there. No, I guess it won't. I was hoping that it would connect them so that they're not weird. So yes, I could have done that. I was hoping to avoid the textures in the actual world being wonky. But that's okay. I really do love the mushroom blocks. They're such a fun block to work with when you can make it happen. Thanks, Garden Logic. When you want to design something in Creative Copy of World, you make a new world copy for each thing you do, because I found myself making a new copy each time to update the other builds. No, I just have a creative copy of this world that has pretty much everything in it. So, and if anything's off, I just make a light Matica in the survival world, and then I copy and paste that over into the main creative, and then it's fine. Or if there's something I try in creative that I don't like how it turned out, then I can just copy from the survival world the original terrain and erase it. So I'm typically doing something along those lines. Not a fan of the mud. I think we get rid of it. I think we replace it with oak. Yeah, that looks better. The mud was just a little strong. I'm not too sure what I want to do on this end yet, so I've just been kind of leaving it for now. I do think I want to bring the sand in here. We'll probably do some sort of like a caravan or something out in front of it, like we did in the old papyrus. We can set up like a little market or something out here, but for now, I think we just leave it as is. We need to get back to that tower anyways. More rocks. What, Hades, you like rocks or something? Yesterday I just paused stream for like 2 minutes straight. Don't let your dreams be memes down. I wish I could say I invented that one, but I did not. Do you think Twitch or YouTube chat is worse behavior-wise? I would say it depends on the community, 100%. But for my community here, Twitch chat is definitely a chiller vibe. Even if you were to equal out the viewership numbers, I would say Twitch is very much a chiller vibe. YouTube, we tend to get a lot of younger people, and we tend to get a lot of newer people coming in. So we see a lot more variety in the type of viewer. And also, I think a lot of people on YouTube, just because YouTube streaming is somewhat newer compared to Twitch live streaming. Like, Twitch has a lot of community norms that are just consistent throughout everywhere, whereas YouTube doesn't really have that, especially not in terms of the live streaming side. So I tend to see that YouTube, we have a lot more people coming in and just spamming something random and then getting banned than we do from the Twitch side. Like, we still get our occasional Twitch troll that comes in and they're just sad about their life, so they want to give us a hard time and make themselves feel better. But I feel like we get more young kids on YouTube that are just like, hee, I'm gonna go post 6, 7, 100 times. And then they're like, why did you ban me? And we're like, because we asked you to stop and you didn't. And they're like, you're so rude. This streamer's so mean. They suck anyways. That's more the YouTube vibe. I didn't even want to be in your stream anyways. You know, that type of person. I feel like for trolls, you get more like gross trolls on Twitch. You get more immature trolls on YouTube, if that makes sense. I feel like that's like a good breakdown of it, if I had to say one way or another. I don't know why. I kind of want to try and see if we can do something in here. That's a good summary. Yeah, like we get Stam over on Twitch and no, I'm just kidding. Do we like that, or do we want to just do Prismarine? $77 likes left. We might actually get to 1,000 a day. That's amazing. It's been a few streams since that happened. I don't know why. That seems kind of fun. A little hanging. A little hanging sign on the corner. All right, Minecraft with the girlfriend time. I'll be lurking. Okay, Stam. All right. No, I can't. Have a good one, dude. Worried that this is gonna be way too bright up here. That'll be held by a shelf, so that's okay. Actually, that doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. When you did all your own editing, how do you push through wanting to just plan the next video and get back into Minecraft instead of editing? If that was a struggle for you, I used to like editing, but editing 15 hours of footage makes me unmotivated. I would edit as I went. Otherwise, I would forget what I was doing, and then I wouldn't want to do it, and then I would just get this crazy backlog, and then I'd get burnt out, and then I would scrap the video. The biggest and most important thing I found when I was doing my own editing was that as I recorded a clip, I edited the clip. That was the only way that I found I could be sustainable. So hopefully that helps. But I know a lot of people who can do like the, oh, I'm going to edit everything I have and we'll be fine. And then I'll come back and do it later and script it all out and blah, 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 blah. That to me, has never made sense to my brain. I don't get how people, I mean, I understand the how. It just doesn't work for me where people can record 20-30 hours of footage and then somehow turn that into a video and like voice line over the top of it and do all that. Like that does not make sense in my brain. But I'm pretty good at building a narrative before I start recording and just knowing, okay, I want to hit these key points. How do I get from point A to point B? And then I just kind of figure it out from there. And so a lot of my videos, I'm recording the voice lines as it's going for the talk over bits, and even all of that stuff is like very much recorded in process instead of doing the entire video and coming back and doing those things. I feel attacked. It's just a different way that people's brains work. And I know that my brain does not work in a way where I can just grab raw footage and turn it into a thing. I get overwhelmed and then I don't want to do it. But I found for me that if I just edit as I go, I could then tailor the video as I needed towards other steps that might be coming up. So hopefully that helps. I kind of want these sections here just to be mud. I was originally going to make them like all fancy and ornate and stuff, but I'm kind of thinking just a little bit of mud in here. Gives it a darker shape. Ah, I just picked you up, and then why did you throw yourself? Once we get this done, shaping wise and everything, it'll be very easy to make it like we can just pick this up, place it down there, rotate it, redo a little texturing on it, call it good. This video is especially unmotivating because a ton of the footage audio is gone. Thanks for your advice. I'm sure there are many small YouTubers that have inspired by you. Hey, happy to help. Yeah, losing audio and stuff and footage is rough. I get that. There's not many worse things as a creator than thinking you recorded a bunch of stuff and then getting in there to start working with it and you're like, what do you mean my mic was muted? What do you mean I just recorded for 4 hours and my mic was muted during the entire thing? I swear I checked that. And then you just go, I give up. Curl up in a ball, assume fetal position, try again tomorrow. We've all been there. That's too dark. This needs to come out here. 991. This is where all the people come out of the woodwork and go, oh, wow, I forgot I hadn't clicked the like button yet. I could have sworn I'd done that. Just maybe any minute now, they'll come out of the woodwork and do that. Oh. Okay. It's my first time on one of your streams. Seems really cozy in here. Well, come on in. 1,000 likes. Woo! Okay, let me check something before I get in trouble. Okay, yeah, here's your spoiler. There's a new series launching on Saturday. Woohoo! Yay! That's all you get. I'm not allowed to say anything else. But there might be... It might be not single player. It might be not single player. Okay, there's your spoiler. Thank you for 1,000 likes. Time to unlike now? I take back what I said. There's no series. You unlike, the series doesn't happen. No, I'm kidding. But there might be a little series starting this weekend. What's happening? I don't know. Minecraft is happening. Cliffhanger. Ooh. There you go. Thank you for 1,000 likes. Y'all thought I didn't have a spoiler ready. I didn't have one in game, but I had one for the channel. Bam. I kind of want to see what this would look like. There's like a little bit of a lift to it. Give ourselves like a little handlebar mustache going on. We can make a Mumbo tower. Whatever. I missed 2 mushroom blocks. Where? I did. You're so right. Thank you. Fixed it. Never heard the noise sulfur makes when you put it down. It sounds so much more wet than I expected. Yeah, but it's pretty damp. Or moist, as some might say. I kind of like how simple the tower is. I really like the simplicity of the tower, actually. It definitely gives tower. Like, we're 100%. That's tower. I think we could take our shelves that we have here. I think this could wrap around this upper level. I know I literally just spent time texturing it. But would it look better with that? Yeah, I think it does look a little bit better with that. And then we can get rid of that second hanging sign and turn that into a wall with a polished sulfur. I think that works. Nope, can't do that. I can save me some resources, though. Do you have any custom religions in your world? Nothing that I've explicitly written down things for. But let's do this. Make it a little thinner for the open gap. Okay, make the walls bulkier. I think it just felt a little... Yeah, that looks much better. Can I... Button. I like the randomized placement on the buttons. I know realistically it's not how it would function, but I really like it. The water thing is kind of religious. Yeah, there's definitely some, like, I wouldn't say that there's no religion in this world for like what I've developed. And at the same time, I don't actively try and create religions in this world. It's not like a big goal I have to establish a religion or anything in here, where I know some people like actively try and create religions for their Minecraft series and everything, for their build ideas and all that jazz, and like that's fun for them. I'm glad that they enjoy it, and it's not for me. I got too many other things that I want to build, and not something I just really care about all that much. We'll spawn proof this one day, and we'll probably do it right now. Who knew raising up the landscapes that you build by so much makes it kind of annoying to spawn proof everything. This is where all the spider sounds are coming from.
Keep it real.
Yeah, this is future fWhip's problem, lol.
Probably, yeah. And future fWhip's problem is probably like me later this week's problem. This is the next video I'm working on for the series. Oh, it's a bunny. Poor bunny. The bunny got stuck in the sand. I gotta finish out the... Oh, you know, this might... Yeah, I think this does exist. I think that's the fake sand. Alright, we need to... just erase, and we can throw sandstone in. Erase. Oh, hello. What do we want to do for the floor? I'd started with just jungle planks up here, and I think that might honestly be decent to keep. Would you ever do a bridge town like the old London Bridge? Honestly, I would love to, but I haven't found a spot that I'm like really want to do it at. But I do think that kind of stuff is pretty cool. Oh, geez. Well, this actually probably want to have it come in like to here. Then we'll grab some stairs. Have it come up. I do like to make it, as much as I don't really do many interiors for these types of things, I like to make it so that you can at least like move around. So we can also bring in our jungle planks up here for this layer. So realistically speaking, this would all be here. Does kind of make it a little skinny. I don't think a Minecraft world needs a religion, but I think it'd be interesting if people had a unique way of handling death, as every culture does it differently. Yeah, no, I mean, it's all like, it's one of those things where it's like, it is interesting and it can be done in a way that is actually pretty cool. I think like Germsy Boy, he's done a pretty decent way of building a religion into his Minecraft world. Of his Minecraft world has a religion that's basically it's like a simplified version of the Game of Thrones one, and there's like different blocks that represent like pillars of all of it and that type of thing. Like that type of stuff I think can be pretty cool and done pretty well. It's just like one of those that I just don't really care to do. Okay, we're just gonna use ladders to get up because it's a guard shack, so who really cares? No, I'm breaking my rule of always use stairs when you're inside, but I think in this case it will look better. And then in here, just so that it has a little bit better lighting to it and actually spawn proof, we'll just throw that right there. That should be enough. At this level, bring these guys down. And that can just... I think we can actually just do something like this instead. It'll give them like a little bit of storage space or something in here. I don't know. Makes it kind of weird looking. And then I do like to, whenever I'm doing these things, to change where the up is. It feels very RPG to me. If you just have to go up a different corner to get to the top. So you have to get up there, you go that way instead of just continue climbing straight up. You got to get up and then you got to turn over here and go. We will turn that back into there. Nope, that's a jungle. How did cities get cannons on their walls? Usually with a lift. No, I don't want to do a chain in here. What can I do that'd just be super cheap? Honestly, that's gonna be super cheap. Well, no, let's just give him a little thing to put something on. Do you plan to go around your world finishing interiors? We will finish the interiors and path because a lot of community members have built those out for me and it's been super cool. But as far as me finishing stuff, I don't know if I'm going to go to old builds and do interiors, but I do like the idea of completing the ones that I'm doing as I'm building moving forward. So I'll do more, but I'm not going to be like doing... I'm not gonna be doing like any and every interior that I make, but I'm enjoying the process of doing more of them. And I think when cushions get added, I'll probably tackle even more of them as I go. I feel like though, for the city wall, that's not half bad. For an entrance into the space, let me get a little closer so it looks a little bit larger for y'all. Like that right there, I feel like that's pretty sick. Once path is done with interiors, will the sub/members get access to new proprietary store interiors? That's my plan right now, Cow Lord. I need to figure that out a little bit better, how I want to do it, but that is the plan. Mark it down, clip it. fWhip says he'll do interiors. We need to get back to doing interiors and path though. I need to get my butt on that. Almost 1,000 people watching. We got almost 10,000 people watching. so stiff from the hike this weekend still, and it was on Saturday. Really cool wall. Thanks, Sparrow. Tower fits very well. Yeah, I think the color pop at the top and then getting a little bit of that glazed in there helps a lot. So, if we were to be total hackermans, let's first clean this wall up a touch. So we have something to paste against.
Pleased to
I never
meet you.
finished it.
1 year.
Ivar, thank you so much for the 1 year, my dude. I really appreciate you. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you. And then I want to turn it that way and do that and bam bam, and then we will take bam and bam and send that all the way. Oh, we never finished the back. I'm getting ahead of myself. We never did the back of the far one. We can't do that guy yet. Is the video going to be just front gate or side two? You were debating on Friday. I think the video is going to be this whole front gate to here, both end towers, the fields out here, the road coming in, and then I'm hoping I can also get all of this done in here so that I can actually like connect it all up. I need to texture this road out, and I'll probably just send it to far enough to where it'll disappear for the thumbnail, and then we'll do this little side shoot. So it actually... Because right now in the world, the road ends right about there, and then it's no man's land until you get to that. And it doesn't really feel like a great entrance into the city. So I'm trying to figure out how I can get it so that we can actually look like you're getting into the city. So that's my current conundrum. Because this right here, like... That makes this a very, very long or wide road. So I want that to be like a clear chute coming all the way down. But I guess that makes sense if this is just like expanded on that side a touch more. But that's kind of my plan, is like big main road going there. Then it'll also be like a big main road that'll come up this way. But I'm not going to do that one yet until we get it. I almost want to like line it up with the middle of the bazaar so we can move it over ever so slightly. I feel like that could be really cool. Actually, yeah, let's see what that would look like. I'm curious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And so our bazaar in here is 7. So that'd be 9 would be there to there. So let's move these out by 1. And this guy out this way. Actually, I'm gonna just send him to here so that we can then move to Smear. So I kind of want this to like come up by 1 or 2, maybe by, yeah, let's have that come up by 2, but then we'll bring it this way, and as it gets to the gate, it'll come back down. Nope, that's gonna get cut. Be something like that. I feel like that could honestly be a pretty decent main road, because this is, I'm taking a lot of inspiration for the roads and the layouts of all this off of how Madrid, or is it Barcelona, I can't remember, does it, where they have just a lot of like big, like they have their main roads, and then they just have these big blocks And then inside of it is like a little neighborhood area, but then it's the big building surrounding. I'm trying to take that vibe. What do you think of the next world download to be? I got the last one to explore, but there's so much more that you've done, like completing path, that makes me want to get another. What episode did I do the last one on? Did we do it on 120?
Keep it real.
Call the waterway Strait of Luna? Question.
I haven't really named any waterways or things. I'll keep in mind naming it. I think for the next world download, I want to like actually finish path, so I want to get this whole section in here. That's Barcelona. Oh, okay, thank you. The bridge over the small river that goes under the rest of the wall could be fun. A bridge over a small river that goes under the rest of the wall could be. We don't really have a river coming nearby. But I guess if we expanded the wall out here, we could have like a water gate here, but then it would just lead into the mangrove, so it really wouldn't matter. And then I don't really want to continue the wall over there. My plan is to turn this rock into like a mesa rock like that. So it'll be just a big thing that you really cannot climb. Easily, at least. From a distance, I feel like this gives like very much like sun. It feels almost like, I don't know. I really like how this came together. It looks really cool. Last World Download is episode 120. Yeah, so I'm only on 125 is going to be this video here. So we'll probably be another month or month and a half until the next. Is the Swamp Village? No, Swamp Village is from here. You'd have to go all the way up to here. So it's pretty good distance. Swamp Village is closer to Path than it is New Papyrus. You did the chapter on top of everyone? I did. Yeah, great. I'm gonna have to go mine up some more sulfur and cinnabar soon. I'm using a lot more of it than I thought I would, to be honest. Sorry for the flashing. How do you know what number episode it is? Is there a secret Easter egg way of knowing? For mine, I feel like it's the number in the playlist. Also, hi Lizzie, how you doing? I think it's in the playlist. But I keep track on my own side for just what I name files and things. But I'm pretty sure. Is it in the playlist? No, I'm curious. Yeah, oh. There's 125 videos in the playlist. What do I have in there that's not supposed to be in there? Yeah, it's mostly Easter egg, though, or people who look at it, at the playlist numbering. Because I stopped putting episode numbers in, because anything after 20 started to really not help videos. What do I have in here that's not supposed to be in here? One second, I need to scroll through. So if I got a random video in here, I don't want that. Did I like leave a world tour in or something? I did. I put a... Okay, I see what it is. I accidentally put... No, you don't need to listen to that. Edit video. Let me take this out of the playlist. I accidentally put the last movie in the playlist. Ah, there it is. Oop. I think there's a live stream. No, it was I spent 4 years building this Minecraft world in hardcore. I accidentally got left in it. Or put into it. But okay, there it goes. Now it should be 124 in there. So we'll probably do like 130 or something like that. The sanctity of the official playlist was desecrated. I know, it's ruined. It's ruined forever. Soiled it. How's the new Minecraft series going, Lizzie? Are you in love with vanilla survival yet? Are you still like, I don't know about that? Y'all haven't seen, Lizzie started a new survival series. It's pretty great. She just got dragons and stuff. Make sure you wax those. Yeah, we'll do it in the actual world. It doesn't really matter in the creative copy. Not too overly concerned with lag here. Show the entire wall so you can screenshot it. You're trying to steal my build? No, it's right here. Here we go. It's getting there. It'll be out in a video soon, and we'll look at it a little bit more closely. We just got to finish planning this dang thing. Ugh. I have to do work before I can do work. Ew. I don't want to work before I work. I just want to work. You. Oh, well, that needs to come into here. Let's just fill that in there real quick. Oh, boop. You still didn't finish the back? Ah, dang it. You're so right. I got excited. I couldn't help it. I got excited to go do things. But who needs to make it back when you have the front of a new section? What's the setting for replacing the orientation of log? You need to use Axiom, and you can control C blocks, and it'll copy their block state. Okay, what I was going to do first was we need to copy this. But I can flip it. Control R. Well, actually, let's take this to right here. Bring him up a touch. So this way we can just clean off what we don't need. I can take all of this. Okay, I think that'll be okay. And then we can just grab this whole thing and move it again. Oh, I don't need that. Actually, don't need any of that. We need to rebuild the bottom. We rebuild the bottom. Well, we're going to need to flip the texturing around on and everything anyways, so this is just kind of like a quick temporary fix. This is mostly just to see the scaling of all of it. Where would we put in the door? Is the door there, or is the door up one higher? Door comes up one block above the wall. Okay. We create a desert castle. Maybe. Never say never. It'd be cool to make a big castle in the desert that's like very like mud brick focused. So the only problem that we're going to run into here is that not only do we need this door here, We also need the door here. That means our entire interior needs to be redone. Which is okay. It's not the end of the world. And this needs to be redone. We'll just turn that to sandstone. It'll be fine. Is the dot at the end? Are you talking to me? Oh, something for the Discord. Excuse me. Oh. Nobody saw anything. Scuffed. Soiled it. Ruined it. It's all over. Actually, I kind of want to have to step up a block still. I think up one block would be fine. Yeah, that'd be fine. That'll be a weird little storage spot, but it's okay. How does that look from a hole? I like it that the wall still looks... Can you fix yourself, please? Hello? Nope, we're just gonna do that until I relog. Nice. I like it that the wall still works when it's like on a long straight angle. Sometimes I get worried when we do these that like it only looks good when it's kind of like stepping up. But when it's in this big flat line, it still looks pretty good. What we need to do down here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this needs to come up to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boop, 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 boop. No panic, only calm. Exactly. That is the state that we survive in here. Not thrive, survive. Very different. Yeah, I think that looks decent, and we'll figure out a way that we can bring the landscape up to it. I think it'd be kind of nice just to have the landscape kind of coming, the sand like peeking its way up to here. So it looks like it kind of mounded up around it. I don't know. I don't know. So I don't want to just extend that down. That looked dumb. This is gonna be cool when it's in, though. I'm very, very excited for it. Thing is, something to get the world download was last time it got updated, episode 120. So four episodes ago was the last world download. So that was before we did the major expansion of Path, I believe. Like the episode literally before it. So, you know, great timing on my part. That does 3 blocks. Yeah, I did goof it up. Okay. So I guess we can make it go down a little bit more. That would be copying what we have on the main one on the other side, so that we'll leave that in there. I saw the comments on your latest video that you finally forgot your field. Yeah, there's no proof. I'm pretty sure I put a plant somewhere in that video. I like this. That's not a field. I don't know. It's like a really, really tiny field. Is a garden a field, or is a field a garden? How does it work? I don't really know. I think back here, probably going to be the best to go with like a streaky pattern. And then we'll top it off with like a slab or something. Then some of them will extend down a little bit more with our birch. Who knew the best block for building in a desert biome is birch? Don't tell Sausage, he'll get scared. You'll frighten him. New Papyrus a Republic. I have not thought at all about what a government system would look like here, I'll be honest with you. That kind of falls into one of those buckets of things that I don't really care to think about too much. Could it definitely enhance the world building and make a little bit more cohesion to really think those things through? Yeah. Is it fun to me? Nah, not really. On the top, I'm thinking, what slab? I kind of want to throw like a spruce slab in. For some reason in my brain, a little bit of spruce could be kind of nice. Got spruce throughout the city in a lot of places, so it could. I was also thinking along the backside we can go like every other. It's gonna have a button, as if it's like some support stake driven through the wall. We won't have those showing on the front, but actually, would it be nice? We just had a few of these dotted around. Gives a little bit of texture variation and little color pops here and there. Watching your stream is keeping my 2-year-old nice and distracted. Bruce, they're gonna be the most goated Minecraft builder of their generation. Governing system could be a lottery. All right, everybody. This week, Dave gets to make all the laws. He drew the lucky number. Yeah, I think the few buttons here and there actually kind of make it look a little nicer. Okay. Hey man, if I can keep the attention of a 2-year-old locked into me playing Minecraft, that means I might be able to keep the attention of a high schooler. You never know. Unless it's an iPad kid, and then like, I feel like them iPad kids probably really, really hard to keep the attention of, because they're just gonna be locked into whatever is super shiny and a lot of notifications and things, you know. But we're really not doing that here. I don't love it, but that'll sit for now. Mangrove trim along the back. It is kind of weird that it's just only spruce in that point. Yeah, maybe the mangrove does look better. Be that whole section. Inside of here, we need to figure out what the heck this is gonna look like. I don't want to do that at all right now. That's where my brain's at with that one. I don't want to do it at all. Pandil, I think it is. Thank you for becoming a supporter, my dude. Appreciate it. Future foot problem. Exactly. If it works, it works. True. Yeah, I don't want to plan the back of this one out here yet, because I'm not sure what the city at all is going to look like here. So maybe I just won't build this back wall, and we'll save it for when we do this. Honestly, I can probably just throw the wall in. We just need to figure out where stairs are going to go. But I don't know what like the landscaping is going to look like here. So I guess it'd just be like extend whatever down another block. But I don't know. I think my brain's turning a little bit too much to mush to keep going on with this today, though. So we've been going for 3 hours today. I think we're going to wrap it up and call it there. So I really appreciate y'all hanging today. Thank you so very much for being around and doing all the stuff and things and all the happy birthdays. I really do appreciate you. Thank you. Y'all been absolutely awesome. So thank you so much for the support. We're gonna end it off there because I got some other stuff I gotta go do and get ready for something maybe releasing on Saturday. Great start on this though. Yeah, I'm really happy with where this project's going. I think it's gonna turn into a really, really cool one. But yeah, thank y'all so much for being here. I really do appreciate you. I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.